Yo, YouTube, welcome back to another episode of The Average Joe. Today is Wednesday, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, a beautiful 68 degrees in the Carolinas. Got my workout today, everything is going great, feeling really good. Hey, listen, I wanted to basically bring you another crypto video, right? It's some amazing stuff, guys. But there are some steps that we all have to take in order to be more successful. Can you make a lot of money in crypto? From what I'm seeing, yes. But can you make it overnight? No, no way. And if it's anything that someone tells you that you can make it overnight, then you better run. So I want to cover some things that I've found out. Maybe it'll help you. Some of my Facebook friends and family have reached out to me, and I've even went and met with my brother and helped him get his self kind of set up a little bit, you know. But overall, what I want you guys to understand is that you have to investigate these projects. But before I go any further, let me say this right here. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a brother that got involved with this space in January. I made a few purchases and they're working out for me. That's it, okay? Do your own due diligence. You have to basically do your homework and identify the projects that you feel like they resonate with you and you feel like they'll be most successful for the long haul. So I am not a financial advisor. There are plenty of professionals out there. Do not listen to anyone on YouTube, okay? That's just not smart. So basically, I'm going to share with you the approach I took and also some of the mistakes I've made, because I've made a few mistakes, okay? And one of my first and my biggest mistakes is not understanding what cryptocurrency is, not understanding the projects. Basically, I was like a bull in the china shop. You know, let me in, you know. I wanted something more exciting than a traditional 401k, Roth IRA, whatever. Robinhood, I've had that for a while. Webull. So I wanted something a little bit more aggressive, maybe. And that's exactly what cryptocurrency is. Cryptocurrency is very volatile. It's very aggressive. So with knowing that, you have to take the approach as to do your due diligence to find out what projects you want to get involved with and why you want to get involved with those projects, right? So that's the first thing. And then also you have to understand that some of these exchanges that you're running into, they aren't the easiest to navigate, okay? I did experience a little bit of issues with trying to navigate a few exchanges, and I no longer use those. And then there are some exchanges where you can swap pairs, you can swap currencies for another one that you couldn't get on a traditional exchange like a Kraken, like a Binance, like a Coinbase or Coinbase Pro, or like a Crypto.com, or like a Voyager, or like a KuCoin, or like a Digibyte, you understand? Or a Cello. There are so many different exchanges, guys. And I've definitely used 5 of them. I've used 5, and I'm currently using 4 right now. 2 are my favorite. My favorite ones so far is Kraken, Binance, Coinbase Pro, and then lastly, I would say Crypto.com. And let me step to the side and get on Crypto.com's behind one time. The reason why I have an issue with Crypto.com is because getting your money up off of the application, off the exchange, isn't the easiest, and that's a no-no for me. One of the first things for me is liquidity. So after I fund an account and I have realized my gains, or I have some losses and I don't want to continue to take losses, now they'll let you sell, right? And it sits on the exchange, but getting it back out Now they have a couple things coming. They have their debit cards, and I have ordered one. They have some of the debit cards that get up to like 12% back, 100% back on your Netflix and so forth, right? But I'm still waiting on my card to come, and it's been now, I would say, almost a month. And when I reached out to the help center, basically, because I ordered the plastic one and not the metallic one, I ordered the one that's free that didn't require me to put a certain amount of money on their exchange. So I got the one that, that anyone can get, so basically they said I'm last in line. So that doesn't sit well with me. So right now I have almost $600 on that exchange with different assets. On that exchange, I have 6 chain links. I have 157 Decentraland. I have 48.5 Cardano, and I also have 2 Polkadots. In all total in my exchanges, on Kraken I have 6 Polkadots, I have 44 ADA, and I have 6,000 Siacoins. On Binance I have 184 ADA, and on Coinbase Pro I have 370 Stellar Luminums XLM coins. So basically I'm using 4 right now that I kind of got the hang of. So things are going well in that regard. So crypto.com would be the last one I recommend. That's just my opinion. It may work out better for you. I'm still waiting on my card. So I probably will liquidate everything on that account when I get my card and just be done with it. But here's the thing. The reason why I have so many different exchanges, because you can't get certain coins on certain exchanges. So it's worth it sometimes to track it down. And you got to do what you have to do, upload your information so that you can make this purchase. So that's the reason why myself and a lot of people have different exchanges, because we're trying to locate different coins, different projects, different assets. Okay, so moving on. Next, I would definitely say you have to, once again, you have to understand the project. If you're like me, if you don't understand the project, you may jump around, like crisscross, jump around, okay, showing my age there. So what keeps me from jumping around is I investigated the project, I did my due diligence, I've read the white papers, and now that I understand more, I can take more of a pragmatic approach when I look at these numbers and I see them going up and down. Well, I have more of an attachment to the project, not necessarily saying I don't have an attachment to the money, but once again, I can see it growing. And Cardano is my most bullish project. I love the direction and the utility that's built inside of Cardano, ADA. And I want you guys to do your due diligence, look up Cardano, ADA. You can go on Coinbase. I know that for a fact if you already have the app, and you can definitely read the white paper on there, or you can just Google it. It's just free information, okay? So I love the utility of the coin, okay? Second, I would say Polkadot, okay? Because it's interoperability. I love the utility of Polkadot and how it's going to, build bridges, okay? And then I would say my next project that I'm most bullish on is probably Chainlink. Chainlink is basically, it's an oracle. They are basically in the financial sphere. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of money coming to the crypto space. And one thing that we're going to need is we're going to need interoperability. We're going to also need smart contracts to basically keep all of the gas fees, which are the purchasing fees, all your fees to a very, very minimum. That's one of the issues with Ethereum. It costs so much to handle that stuff, to make purchases and just making exchanges. I got a buddy that's got a bunch of Ethereum, and he just got in his Exodus wallet, just let it sit, set it and forget it, because every time he makes a purchase with it or he moves it around, it's $125. and that's not sustainable for the average American. So that is one of the things that Cardano is going to help the crypto space with. That is one of the solutions that Cardano is going to solve. And there's a few other projects out there that are trying to solve the gas fees. Ethereum doesn't seem to be able to do it. You know, ETH2, and it's just not happening right now. So Cardano has a testnet and the mainnet coming up sometime in end of April or in May. So we're going to keep our eyes out on that project. And when that project comes out, I think it's going to be bananas. I think that it's really, really going to take off. Like I said, I think that ADA, Cardano, is going to be bigger than Bitcoin. Yes, I said it. I said it. That's why I believe, because they're going to bring banking to 3.3 billion people in the world. I find that fascinating. And Ethiopia right now is the first country right now on board. So guys, it's people out here that are really, really trying to solve issues in the world. And these coins that you see, these altcoins that you see, everything that isn't Bitcoin, these are just the tokens that they use if they don't have funding from anywhere else to fund a lot of their projects. There are millions being spent every day to keep a lot of these projects healthy and up and running, and also keep them safe, because you got guys that are taking hackers that are taking swings at these projects all the time. So you have to do that. You have to basically be able to protect your project. And moving along. So guys, after you make your purchase, after you find out which project resonates with you, then you want to make your purchase. Well guys, after you make your purchase, you have to be able to secure that purchase, guys. What I have in my hand right here is a Nano S. This is a ledger. This is what they call a hard wallet, okay? You also have digital wallets. I have Exodus on my phone, okay? So basically, let me give it to you like this right here. Imagine all your money in the bank being in just one big pot, you know, not having a separate account that you can go to in the privacy of your confines or wherever, however you decide to, you know, stick your head and see what's going on, or maybe possibly extract some of those funds up out of there, right? So what a hardware wallet does, or a digital wallet does, it separates your money from, or your assets from the pool, okay? So that's what it's going to do. And another thing, hackers are always trying to get into these exchanges. They're always trying to hack to get these cryptocurrencies. And having it in a hardware wallet or a digital wallet, basically it's safe and it's secure because you have your keys. If a hacker is going into an exchange to try to get as much as they can, they need the API keys to get the code or the PIN or the address to your funds, okay? So if they do not get those keys, numbers, then they can't get into your stuff. So that's the reason why you want to keep it on a hardware wallet, or you want to keep it in a digital wallet. I do not want to make a purchase and then leave it on the exchange, even though for the most part things have been pretty safe, but I do not want to leave it on their exchanges. Kind of makes sense. So do your due diligence. You guys have a lot of homework to do. And I know my Facebook family and friends, like I said, again, as I'm making this video for YouTube, I have you guys in mind also, because a lot of you guys reach out to me and you want to know where to start. And I would say start with homework. So once again, the projects that I'm involved in, okay, is Polkadot. Okay, that was my very first project, Polkadot. Then Cardano, Stellar, Decentraland, Chainlink, and Siacoin. And I have a reason why I invested in those projects. I took my stimulus check, the whole $1,400. I call it, y'all guys know I call it the Biden bag. And this is basically like an experiment. But one of the one of the greatest things I've seen is the power of compound interest, guys, but it only comes over a period of time. You have to set it and forget it for the most part. Let's go back. You guys know I did some tracking here. So let's go back. Cardano. I took down this information April 7th. Yes. So Cardano on the year is up 3,547%. Polkadot 1,237%. Siacoin 1,920%. OMG Network 1,521%, guys. But the only way you see these kind of gains, it doesn't mean that you're going to get the same thing next year. I took this down April 7th, 2021. Okay, this was a year from the date of 2020. It doesn't mean you're going to get these same gains every year. I'm not saying that. You know, I don't think that the numbers are saying that. They're just showing you what basically they are. But in order to realize those kind of gains, guys, you have to be able to set it and forget it. I mean, you have to be able to set it and forget it, because if you're always, you know, you're messing with your phone, you're moving stuff around, I don't like how this one's looking, I don't like how that one's looking. Sometimes you gotta be able to take a step back and look at it from a outside perspective, you know, or a mountainous perspective, you know, like you're looking down to a ravine. You have to be able to see all angles, guys. So number one, like I would say, find out what project you want to get involved in and why. Why? What is the project trying to solve? Okay, that is the utility of the coin. Okay, and if it resonates with you, then hey, more than likely you may hold the coin long term so you can see some real gains. Okay, and then after that, find out where you're going to make your purchases. Every exchange is not for everybody. Okay, like I said, crypto.com is one of my least favorites. Stuff is flying in my eye. This daggone pollen, excuse me. But find out what exchange you want to make your purchase on. And then I would say, after you make your purchase, you want to be able to secure that. So you will be able to download you a digital wallet like Exodus, or you want to get a hardware wallet like the Ledger Nano S. I have no affiliations to any of these products. These are just some of the things I purchased. Like I said, I am not a financial advisor. These are not any of my products. I don't have any links to them or anything like that. It's just something that I'm trying to maybe assist you guys in. If you can get something out of this, maybe it'll assist you. So secure your assets. You got to be able to secure it. And finally, I want to say one thing about Dogecoin. Okay, I have $48 worth of Dogecoin, and I'm not buying any more of Dogecoin, simply because it doesn't have a utility. I hope it hits the moon. You know, I hope Elon Musk does take it to the moon, but it doesn't have a utility. It doesn't have a use. It's just like the US dollar. You know, the gold standard's off the US dollar. It has no real value. The only value that the US dollar has is because the government backs it. Okay? But 9 out of 10 millennials, they don't trust the government, they don't trust banks. So that leads us here to cryptocurrency. Once again, like I said in one of my other videos. But guys, understand that the crypto space is volatile. I think that when you go into it, you need to know what you're doing. A lot of millionaires gonna be made from this, but the majority of millionaires that are made from cryptocurrency, they just didn't fall into it. These guys are doing their homework. And another thing, you hear about guys becoming millionaires from this cryptocurrency already, right? Guys, a lot of people have been holding projects for 4 years, 2 years, you know, for a long time. And for the average retail investor, the Robinhood crew that is mostly buying all the Dogecoin, you guys, man, you just got here, man. You just got here in April. So I would say calm down. You bought the Dogecoin and it went down, guys, because it has no utility. So the smart money, what they're going to do, they're going to dump it because they know that it actually has no value. That's just what it is. That's at the end of the day, that's what it is. That's why I rather make the bulk of my purchases in actual projects or coins that actually have a utility, that are trying to change the world or at least improve upon some of the things that we have in play right now, or that are actually functioning and they're trying to improve upon and make them better. So those are the only projects that I will get involved in. And if I lose my shirt, then hey, I did it with the $1,400 stimulus check, the Biden bag, and there's no skin off my teeth, and life keeps going. So guys, do your homework, do your due diligence, be safe. Once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace, YouTube.